It's me. I recently had to be rescued by supermarket staff after I fell into the chest freezer trying to reach the last packet of Yorkshire puddings.
So you've fallen in.
Yes.
Talk us through the next bit.
But imagine, right? Imagine that this is the freezer, OK?
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm here, and I'm looking around. There's nobody, so I just...
Ah, yes.
Oh, OK.
I'm going like that, and I'm going like that, and I'm going, and I'm going... and I'm in. And I'm like that. And I've hit my hand on the kind of sharp inner edge.
Right.
And I went, and first of all I went, ah, and people
So
kind
you
of...
just stay lying down?
Well, I was shocked, Lee. and as I looked, my little head peeped up over the top, and some Welsh people, because it was Cardiff, came over and said, "Are you all right?" So, and they kind of, you know, I could have got out, but they sort of helped me up, and, you know, I think they were worried I was going to make a claim.
Were you tempted to stay in there until someone came to get something? So you go, ah!
So what do you think?
The bit of the story I don't think is true is the bit when he started talking. Up until the point when he just stopped talking then. It's the fact that he sort of went, "Ooh, look at my hand, I can't get up, I'm Rob Brydon."
Well, that's not strictly what I said. I said I would looked at my hand with shock, and then somebody ran over straight away.
Yeah, I don't think it would take that long for attention to be... There would have been a sort of kind of noise, and people would have looked around and noticed that the small man who'd previously been there had somehow disappeared. And they'd naturally have wondered where he may have gone to.
I think it's true.
Yeah, I think it's true.
Because it's quite a humiliating story, and I don't see why you'd tell it unless it was true.
The format of the show. I don't see why you'd tell it if it wasn't true. Andy, I really think you've been missing something this evening. So, David, what are you saying, given what Poirot has said here?
I think we think it's true.
You think it's true?
Yeah.
You think it's a lie? Well, I can tell you it is... a lie.
I am addicted to rescuing loose trolleys at my local supermarket.
Greg's team. Supermarkets and trolleys, what do you think?
How often do you do this, Phil?
When I go shopping.
In my experience at a lot of the supermarkets I've been to, there is a person who often deals with...
Yeah, that's Phil.
I'm just wondering, has there ever been any tension between you and the trolley person at your supermarket?
If the trolley person appears, I hide behind a car.
If you go past a canal and you see a trolley that's been chucked in, as is often the case in canals, will you attempt to retrieve that?
I may now, I don't know. It depends how old it is.
The thing is, the fear would be that an old trolley in a canal will not properly tessellate with a new trolley in a waitrose.
Depends when the trolley's been thrown in the canal, of course.
Of course, it could have been recently thrown in, but you can't tell, really, until you've got it out. And then if you try and make it, mate...
What if it's a Safeway trolley? The Safeway now no longer in business.
But, but they thought that about Labradors and Poodles, didn't they? And somebody managed it.
But can you imagine the psychological...
Are you saying there's going to be a Safeway Tros?
So, is he telling the truth?
I think it's true.
Yeah, I think it's true.
You think it's true?
Gareth does.
My respected colleague thinks it's true.
Oh,
Hold on.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, well, I'm overruling both of them. I think it's a lie.
You're going to say it's a lie? Even though both members of your team think it's true?
That's right.
That's a very, very irresponsible use of power.
Perhaps it is. Lee Mack's not here. This is my bench, and I tell you it's a lie.
Why do you think it's a lie? What about that was unconvincing?
It's irrelevant. I've made my decision.
Okay, so you're saying that it's a lie. Phil, were you telling the truth there, or were you telling us a lie?
I was telling the truth.
I'll tell you what, Greg, this captaincy lark isn't as easy as it looks, is it? Please welcome this week's special guest, Justin. So, Aston, what is Justin to you?
This is Justin, and once I did a backflip in a supermarket and landed in his trolley.
Good luck with that one, Aston.
Olivia, how do you know Justin?
This is Justin. He is my neighbour, and he has had a parcel in my hall for the last 7 months. And he's here tonight because I want him to take it home.
And finally, David, what is your relationship with Justin?
This is Justin. He tried to recruit me to his underground ping-pong club after being wowed by my skills with the bat.
So, please, team, where to begin?
OK, so we know you can do the backflip, Aston. I've seen that in action, so that's true. However, there's a little bit of the story I'm doubting. OK. You flipped and you landed in his shopping trolley.
Yeah.
So the big question is, was that deliberate or was it an accident when you were shopping?
An utter accident.
Oh, come on!
I promise you that.
Where was this?
In, where was we, Asda?
And whereabouts in the country was this?
Peterborough.
In Peterborough?
My hometown, yeah. So I was with my mum. It was literally, like, not long after myself and the boys did the X Factor, and it was just that kind of crazy time when it's a bit like, OK, everyone's...
That, like, kind of crazy time where you think, I'll carry on shopping in Asda in Peterborough?
Why would you be doing backflips just casually in a supermarket? I mean, that's the bizarre bit, isn't it?
Basically, some guy and his daughter just, oh, would you do it? Would you do it? Oh, she's a big fan. And I was just like, I mean, I'm in a supermarket.
Were you on your own?
Oh, no, it was with my mum.
To my knowledge, there are 2 parts of a backflip. The second part is doing the backflip. The first part is having a quick look behind you to check there isn't a trolley or something like that there.
Exactly. But that's not part of the backflip, is it? You can't say there's 2 parts of a backflip. The second part is doing the backflip. You could say that about anything. There's 2 parts of writing a symphony. The second part is writing a symphony. The first part is the day before you write a symphony.
It's hard to believe that an experienced backflipper wouldn't at some point have learnt to just have a quick...
It's actually on YouTube.
It's on YouTube?
You can check it.
I can check it? Yeah. Well, then stay there. this is one of the easiest rounds we've ever had. I'm just checking it now, Aston.
We'll use that for proof later. It would slightly be not in the spirit of the game, Lee, to...
But also, it's not going to work on my hand, is it? That's not... You see? Better actor than you thought, Rob.
When you do a backflip, you know, you don't normally fly in the air afterwards and land higher up. You just kind of land on the same plane.
If you were deliberately trying to backflip into a trolley, I would say that could be done.
But not by accident, because oh, my goodness, it could have...
But then again, he's only a little fella, isn't he? He's only little. I bet he flipped and he landed right in that little baby seat. And then off he went and started his life with a new family. Are you claiming that you landed on your feet?
Yeah.
You landed on your feet in the trolley?
And you stayed stood up?
Of course.
Was this man pushing it at the time?
No, it was there.
Did he think you were a free gift with the cornflakes? Did you land facing him or facing away?
I'll tell you what, I'll show you.
Don't do it.
I'm going to do it, just to prove you, right? Listen.
Aston, darling, don't do anything dangerous. Aston, be careful.
Let's just know, because I'm going to show you, and just
I
how
wish
high
I brought
as well.
it up, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. You be
Please
here.
don't do it. No! Oh!
Yeah, exactly. So I'll be here.
Oh, so you did. Right. I'm sorry, I take back everything I've said. However, you're still lying.
Well, what about Olivia?
OK.
Oh, I've forgotten what she said.
Olivia's got a package in her hallway that she's had for 7 months that he should have collected from her, and I'm quite annoyed by that already. When you say neighbour, you mean actual neighbour or communal...
Not my immediate neighbour on either side, but he's 3 down the road.
OK, and... So he wasn't in and the package came to you with a little card or whatever posted to him to say where it was. Have you still got it?
Yeah. Well, it's here in my dressing room.
Why has it been 7 months?
I don't know. I know he's a wildlife photographer, so he probably travels a lot. And Well, I've taken it to him, he hasn't been there, so I've left a note. It's still here. And then he's missed me and left a note going, I came, but it wasn't there.
And in the whole 7 months, has he ever left a note to say, sorry, tried to catch?
Oh, yes, 3.
What did the note say?
Sorry.
That was it?
Sorry about the package. I did try, but you weren't in.
The question is this. What is in that package?
I haven't opened it, but it's an irritating shape because you can't get the pushchair through the door hole. You have to fold down the pushchair to get past it.
What? How big
it's
is
long
it?
and thin, and I think it might be, I don't know, a blind or a, curtain rail.
What's the girth? Is it like that sort of girth?
There's a lot of packaging around it.
So he can't get through his letterbox. You haven't
No. So you have to. That's the whole point. Well, that's been so irritating. We have to ring the doorbell. He's not there.
OK.
And she said it's really irritating. She sort of looked at him apologetically as if to say, I didn't mean to call you here on telly to say you're an irritating name.
But she is a professional actress.
I know.
So, I mean, she could just be lying.
That's very good, though.
So you've brought it in tonight. You've brought it in.
I thought this would be an extreme...
Is this the only reason you've come on the show? Just to give back a parcel?
What about David and the table tennis?
Oh, we're actually going through with all that, are we?
David, remind us of your supposition.
He tried to recruit me for his underground ping-pong club because he was impressed by my skills with the bat.
Can I just check, when you say underground, do you mean underground literally, it's underground, or do you mean it's a bit devious?
I don't think there was any illegality, but it was, to a certain extent, subterranean. It was in a sort of basement.
In his basement?
No, in the basement of an advertising agency.
Are you good at table tennis?
I'm a bit good at table tennis. Not very good, but
I
I'm
want to get to
better than you'd expect me to be.
And how did this man see you play table tennis?
Well, I played it there at the basement.
How do you know him?
He's a friend. I know him in my life. He works in the media.
To be absolutely clear what you're saying, apart from me and Rob, you have another friend.
You said, David, in your statement, he was wowed by your table tennis.
Yeah.
I've seen you play table tennis, but I don't picture you as being particularly adept at any sport. You don't mind me saying that?
Don't I? OK. Good to know, because I was wondering what I was experiencing. But
Talk me through your serve.
Well, I sort of go...
That's a bog standard. You don't do...
No, because I like to keep my tongue in my mouth.
Right, ready? Ready?
OK.
I played it to your forehand, you idiot.
Well, I couldn't see the ball's invisible.
Because you're not an actor of sufficient imagination, are you?
If you were a better actor, Rob, you'd know which side that you serve. Do you want me to serve to you, David?
What, don't stop playing with him? No.
It's all right, we can get it over.
No. Stop it. Give me a bat. So there you were, playing table tennis in this underground car park, and what you did wowed him enough to say, please join our team.
No, well, firstly, he'd invited me to see the club. Yeah. So I hadn't just turned up and he saw me across a crowded underground thing.
I'm not suggesting romance was involved.
Yeah. Seeing people across a crowded area doesn't mean there's romance involved.
Typically, the expression, I saw him or her cross a crowded room infers romance.
It implies.
Well, we need an answer. So, Lee's team is Justin, Aston's shocked shopper, Olivia's neglectful neighbour, or is he David's ping-pong pal?
I think anyone that's prepared to stand there that long while all this is going on is a wildlife photographer.
Or one of the others, and he's been told to stand there for that long.
If what you're saying there is true, Michaela, then we've had a wildlife photographer on every single episode.
Do you know what he doesn't look like? A man who shops at Aston. He has got Waitrose written all over his face, hasn't he?
I think Olivia's story is very believable.
The apologetic look when she described him as an irritant is either the greatest piece of acting of my generation or a typically British response of, I've got my neighbour on telly and told the whole country how annoying he is.
I'm torn, but I'll go with Olivia, then.
You think it's Olivia? Right. Justin, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Justin, and I tried to recruit David for my underground ping pong club.
Yes, Justin is David's ping pong pal. Thank you very much, Justin. So please welcome this week's special guest, Ian. So, Carol, what is Ian to you?
Well, this is Ian, and to frighten a teacher, we once hid a ram inside a classroom cupboard.
Lee, how do you know Ian?
This is Ian. He is the supermarket delivery driver who accidentally trapped me in the back of his van and drove me to his next drop-off point.
And finally, David, what's your relationship with Ian?
This is Ian. He is a skydiver who got blown off course and almost knocked me off my bike.
Right, there we have it. Carol's sheep prankster, Lee's accidental abductor, or David's diverted skydiver. David Mitchell and team, where are you going to begin?
Right, well, Carol, let's start with the ram in the cupboard.
Oh, the old Dave Mitchell chat-up line.
Yeah. Why did you put a ram in a cupboard?
Well, Ian and I went to school together in the Highlands, and often you would see the sheep and the rams just, you know, meandering into the school grounds.
Yeah.
And this particular day, one came in.
So the ram wanders into the school grounds?
Yes.
And you think, oh, that's fine, it'll be quite docile, I dare say it'll agree to get into a cupboard.
Well, what happened was the teacher was late. He was quite often late, and we were in a wee porta cabin out the back.
Are you saying
of
the teacher was a drinker?
No.
OK.
But anyway, he was late, so we thought it'd be quite funny, because he was late, just to put this ram in his cupboard so that when he came in, the ram would be mad and come rampaging out.
Does Ian look like the kind of man that would grab a ram and drag it into a cupboard?
Yeah, he does.
For a laugh. He does. He looks like a kind of a devil. And I think Carol, being attractive and beautiful, would have done that whole, oh, let's just put a ram in the cupboard. And Ian would be like, yeah, I'll show you how to put a ram in the cupboard.
So when the teacher eventually arrived, how long was it before he went to his cupboard for a little look at his possessions? And what happened?
It would have been about 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
And, of course, we were all sniggering in the class. He opened the door. This angry ram came rampaging right out at him.
Is that where the word rampaging comes from?
Well, that's when you're trying to contact a ram in the 1980s. Who would you like to quiz next?
David, could you describe how Ian, was it nearly hit you?
Yeah, skydiving. I mean, this goes back to '92, and my family have always been involved in the Scouts of Ireland, and so the big jamboree was in Wicklow, which is just outside of Dublin, and I was on a tandem bicycle with my aunt, who's one of the heads of Scouting Ireland, and we were heading towards the jamboree, and they were launching a comic book character to remind kids not to start fires in forests. And he was called Fire Dog, and his catchphrase was, don't start a fire, woof. And for the launch, they decided in the jamboree they were going to parachute Fire Dog into the middle of the jamboree, and we were on the tandem heading towards it with our little Scouty ties on.
Can I just check? Fire Dog, and he says, don't start a fire, woof. Is it don't start a fire, woof, or don't start a fire, woof? Which one is it? is. I want to know. I'm trying to genuinely know which is the campaign.
It's quite easy. This is actually quite easily solved immediately with a demonstration, because my understanding of skydivers is they have a really good core muscle. So essentially, if we do that bit from Dirty Dancing, where
you actually didn't get any taller when you stood up. That was the oddest thing I've ever seen. I've never seen anyone stand up and remain the same height. Yeah. That was shocking.
If I just run towards you, like and you just lift me up, like the end, then you'll be a skydiver. And if you don't do it, I'll be really hurt and you're dead. So...
Likewise, in a minute, I'm going to ask you to shut me in the back of a van.
I was just going to say...
So, what are you planning to do?
I'm seeing whether or not he looks frightened by the prospect of me running towards him, and he's got to lift me
He
up.
does look a bit frightened, yeah.
Also, Rob also looks frightened.
What if the end of my story is that, and then he whacked against the wall, his legs shot off, and he had to have legs made of glass legs?
Is that the end of your story? No, we're back to plan A. Run at it. How far away from the jamboree were you at the point of impact?
Well,
sorry, near impact.
He had just missed the landing area by a few fathoms, and
sorry, it was an aqua jamboree.
We swerved, we avoided him. He went into a hedge, and we pulled him out. I was 14 or 15 at the time, and my aunt and Ian got talking. And that is why it's nice to have my Uncle Ian on the show.
Oh, that is...
Oh, no, that's
that was a hell of a landing.
That is a bombshell.
Yeah. Your aunt met her husband when he nearly hit her dressed as a dog.
Right, what about Lee?
So, Lee, how did you accidentally get shut in his van? What happened?
As you will know, that when the man who comes from the supermarket delivers your food, he delivers them in, like, a plastic box. Yeah? So he leaves the box and he goes into the kitchen and he drops off the food. And what I decided to do is that I'll help, right? He brings the last box. I said, is that it? He said, yes, this is your last lot. Puts the thing, gets the bags, goes into the kitchen. Mr. Nice here picks the nice plastic things up and takes them to his van.
Oh, God.
So I go into the...
It's so plausible.
This is like the start. This is like the start of an episode of Casualty, isn't it? So I go in, and as I put them in, I look to my left, and something catches my attention.
A lamppost.
No.
And it's snowing.
No.
And there's a fawn.
No. A little thing catches my eyes. Believe it or not,
someone has locked a ram in the back of the van.
It was, believe it or not, the thing that caught my eye.
I don't believe it, by the way.
Was a slightly ripped box of Cocoa Pops. And I thought, just for a minute, I thought, as Ian just had a little bit of a, like I would do, I'll have a little snack en route. So I just walk over to it. Now, as I walk over to it, it's only a couple of steps, I'm now hidden behind a box
Oh, you are kidding me.
food. You know, the boxes of food that haven't yet been delivered. And at that moment, I hear the noise of the doors shutting and the little handle turning.
So why didn't you call out?
I did.
What, and he didn't hear you?
No.
What, over the noise of a van engine?
No, not
very
just a
loud.
van, the noise of Howard Jones on Magic FM. It was blasting.
Why did you
try? Yeah, I'm going, help!
Why did you
going,
bang on the panel?
Anyway! Oh! Anybody, anyway!
What was the next?
What was the
I mean, it might not be true, but God, it was dramatic.
So we do need an answer. Is Ian Carol's sheep prankster, Lee's accidental abductor, or David's diverted skydiver?
The key thing is I don't want to be fooled by David O'Doherty. That's the key. Look at him. Look at that.
Do you remember, you know, in the brownies, you had the brownie promise and all of that. So do you remember anything from your scouting days, your promise or anything?
It's different in Ireland. The Scouts don't have anything that you would possibly remember.
No promises, no value system, other than if you see a dog go into a hedge, you marry it.
I would say Carol.
I think it's
You say
David.
Carol?
I think it's David.
You say Carol, you say David. I think it's David.
So you're
So we're
going,
gonna go
therefore, with David.
We're going with
okay.
David.
Ian, would you please reveal your true identity?
My name is Ian. Carol and I frightened the teacher by hiding a ram in the classroom cupboard.
Yes, Ian is Carol's sheep prankster. Thank you very much, Ian.
As a child, my mum got so fed up with me wandering off, she made me wear a bell around my neck whenever we went shopping.
Lee's team.
Was she a cow?
I'm not sure that Miles's mother being a cow would explain it, because I don't think it's the cow's own policy to wear the bells.
So, first of all, how bad were you at wandering? Was this a regular thing?
I wouldn't stay still. Any sort of open space I would see as a thing to run towards rather than...
So what shopping centres were you going to that there was such wide spaces to run in?
I suppose Brent Cross Shopping Centre would have been our regular haunt. But
OK.
What age was this?
I would have been about probably 4 till the age of 7.
And when you were in infant school, every time you went out to the playground, did everyone think it was playtime over and straight back in again?
It was only done on family outings.
Only done on shopping days.
Shopping
OK.
days.
And is it a traditional bell with the little thing inside that clanks
what does it
against
look
the...
like?
Like a sort of cat's bell, essentially.
But hang on, there's one massive problem here. A cat is on all fours and the bell dangles. The bell is going to be touching your body and it won't dangle. Discuss.
Well, she attached it to a part of me that dangled.
What was the furthest you ever got? What were you searching for?
I hope it wasn't sparrows, because you'd never get them.
So in Brent Cross terms, I once got from John Lewis to Phoenix.
That's very nice. Miles, could I ask you to tell me how big the bell was, but accurately?
I suppose 3/4 of the size of a ping-pong ball.
Hang on.
And was it a sphere or bell-shaped?
Any bell, by definition, is bell-shaped.
What do you think, Sarah?
It sounds a bit draconian. You know, a bell round your child's neck.
Yeah, I think it would be a terrible failing of parenting, so not for me.
It's just not a system that works. If
No.
you've drifted into a Morris dance area, then you're going to have a panic attack.
Yeah.
That's what you'd have in the horror film version of your life, where you run off and then your mother's desperately looking for you, and then suddenly she sees a load of Morris dancers and it totally confuses
Lots
the
of
system.
close-ups
It'd be
of grinning Morris
horrifying
dancers.
moment. Oh, the Morris dancers, I can't hear Miles' little tinkling bell.
Well, you could be describing any Saturday of my childhood.
So what are you going to say, Lee?
We're not having it.
They're not having
We're not
it.
having
They're
this.
saying it's a lie. Miles, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
That was a lie.
Please welcome this week's special guest, John. Right, Miles, first of all, what is John to you?
John and I were paid to fight together in a supermarket, dressed as gladiators.
Kate, how do you know John?
This is John, and when I was in Africa, he and I dressed up in a pantomime giraffe costume in order to get close-up shots of giraffes in the wild.
Lee, what is your relationship with John?
This is John. Despite being total strangers, we were once forced to share a bed when we were double-booked into the same hotel room.
David, where do you want to start?
Well, maybe with Kate, because what I'm reluctant to believe is that the best way of lulling giraffes into a false sense of security is to try and disguise yourself as a giraffe, because I reckon a giraffe, it takes one to know one.
He thought that if we dressed up as a giraffe, then he could put the camera on a kind of periscope thing up the neck of the giraffe and get that evening shot of the giraffes against the sunset. Now, you said very astutely that it takes a giraffe to know a giraffe. If we tried to do this in daylight, it would have failed completely because giraffes have extremely good day vision, but their night vision isn't very good, and that's why we decided to try it.
Why is it then necessary to disguise as a giraffe at all? Why not just take a stepladder?
They are not completely blind. They're just not necessarily going to worry too much about whether you're made out of polyester or real fur.
Do you just show us how you did
how
this?
It worked.
How it worked.
Would you like me to do that with John?
Lee would be the perfect
Lee.
partner for
Okay,
this.
Lee, if you come...
He has a look of the wild about
come
him.
Here.
Kate's going to demonstrate the whole giraffe doppelganger with you, Lee.
So you are in the front, OK? You need to stand about there. And actually, could you three stand up and all just be giraffes in the wild with the sun behind you?
Yes. Okay. Do you ever get the feeling she's mocking us?
OK, so you've got this big giraffe costume on, and it's got a kind of pole up the back as its spine.
Right.
You have got a camera on a pole poking out of the mouth of the giraffe, right towards them, OK?
Right.
I am behind you.
Kate, at what point do you say action?
I've got the laptop here.
Right.
So I'm checking the focus and saying to John, OK, you're nicely framed up. That's looking lovely. There was a
By the way,
sad-
I'm a meerkat.
Excellent. You're doing a very good job. No.
All right, well, I think that's made it a lot
So there
clearer.
we
Let's
are.
say a big thank you to our giraffes. But most of all, a big round of applause for our meerkat. Right, who would you like to question next?
Yes, Miles. You had to dress up as a
gladiator.
A gladiator?
Yeah.
As in a Roman gladiator, or as in from the TV show Gladiators?
A Roman gladiator.
So the sort of sword and sandals?
Yeah, breastplates.
What sort of gladiator were you?
We each had a sword and a shield, and we did battle.
And this was in a supermarket?
Yes.
And were you employed, or was this just...
We were in...
Or a distraction technique, so that someone else could steal biscuits.
Some cakes.
We were promoting a range of foods.
Fresh lion meat, you know, the usual.
We were promoting a range of foods, the Viva Italia delicatessen range. I don't know if you remember when Safeways rolled that out. And we would have this fight, and then one of us would die, or be beaten, be vanquished, and the other one would say, "Oh, how did you get the strength to beat me?" And you'd say, "From aisle 7, where I've been feasting on the Viva Italia delicatessen range."
What about Lee? Lee, remind us, what is your link to John? I've forgotten.
This is John.
Yes.
And we were once forced to share a hotel room together, or share a bed in a hotel room, because we've been double booked.
So, where was the hotel, Lee?
The hotel was in Scotland.
OK. Do you want to be more specific than that?
OK. It was right in Scotland.
OK. Be more specific?
More specific?
Yeah.
I was at Aliskye.
OK. Oh, yeah, fine. I believe you. What were you doing?
I was at a wedding.
Yeah, when was this wedding?
9 years ago.
You came back from the wedding, so
I came back from the wedding.
Got to the
I've
hotel.
had a bit too much to drink.
Right.
I go to reception. I say hello. I'm. Well, I'd have to say. And
9 years ago. Yes, you.
But so I told them who I was. She leans round. She gives me the key. I go upstairs. No lift.
Right. She doesn't in any way go, by the way, there is a large man already in this room.
No, obviously, she wasn't aware of the mix-up. Otherwise, she would have stopped me, wouldn't she? She didn't... As I walked off, she didn't go... What? Nothing. You'll see.
So what happened? You were given the key by reception and then opened the door and he was in there?
Correct.
At which point you said...
I was a bit drunk, so I just assumed that there'd been a mix-up, wrong key, I was in the wrong room, so I just went, "Oh, sorry, And he went, and I sort of, I can't remember
He
exactly.
said what?
He went, sorry. You don't mock him. Wait till he opens his mouth in a minute. And Rob says, come on, who are you? And he goes,
You go back down
I go
to
back
reception
down.
to say...
I said, you've given me the wrong key.
Yeah. Then she said, sorry, there's been a mix-up.
Been a mix-up, and she said...
You're going to have to go back in there.
I was in the right room, he was in the wrong room, but he checked in earlier on, so it wasn't her mistake, it was a mistake early on by somebody else.
Why didn't you investigate the possibility of sharing with the person in the other room?
Oh, yeah. What I did was I went round all the rooms, and I went... I don't think so, do you? You're looking at it, soldier.
When the two of you realised that you were going to have to share a bed together, did you have a kind of a negotiation?
I have never been to bed with anyone where negotiations have been involved. That's not completely true. But,
No, what I mean is, did you say, for example, I like to sleep on this side of the bed? I'm happiest on the right-hand side?
before we even got to that point, we both tried to not sleep in the same bed. I didn't just go, what the hell are you doing? I'm going to sleep on the left and you can sleep on the right. Goodbye.
Right, so we need an answer. What do you think?
I really don't know. Whatever we say, if we get it wrong, we'll look like we've believed something ridiculous. I don't believe that the best way of photographing giraffes at sunset is to disguise yourself as a giraffe. I just two actors fighting in a supermarket. But why? If you're pushing a range of sort of Italian delicatessen foods, are you going to imply that they give you gladiatorial strength?
Well, it's straight to kill somebody.
That's not what people are looking for in that kind of, in a nice bit of pastrami. But will it be able to give me the strength to murder?
And also, don't you think that John looks like the kind of bloke you would bump into at a Scottish wedding?
See, I know it sounds weird. I kind of believe Kate's version more. Yeah.
You think Lee?
I think Lee, yeah.
I think Lee. But what if it's Miles, then? Then that's awful, it's Miles, then. We're going to say Lee.
You're going to say Lee, the wedding, the bed, the night together. Yes! So, John, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm John, and I was once paid to fight Miles in a supermarket.
Yeah, John and Miles were paid to fight each other in a supermarket while dressed as gladiators.
This is a horrible, stupid game.
If I don't want my husband to know I've been shopping, I hide what I've bought in the washing machine, as there's no chance he'll ever look in there.
David's team.
What sort of thing would you hide?
Shopping.
Okay, that's as specific as you need to be. I think we're ready to make a guess.
Clothes. Stuff that looks okay in the washing machine.
I was imagining it might be like crisps and biscuits. That sort of
But why would I hide that?
What kind of person hides food from their partner?
David, what sort of person does that?
Victoria might find out I bought the Maltesers. Yes. Put them in the washing machine.
I'll just put this Toblerone behind the television.
Well, firstly, I hate Toblerone.
Thank God you said Toblerone and not my wife.
And secondly, the whole idea of hiding shopping around the house did not come from me. It came either from Sindhu or from a card that she has been forced to read out under a contract. And that's what we're trying to find out. I don't hide food.
Never before has a man sounded so much like he hides food.
I don't hide food! I do not hide food!
I've never hidden food.
How loudly do I have to say that I don't hide food to make you believe that I don't hide food? I've got things under control and I'm not weird about them.
Wow.
And how much do you go shopping on average per week, would you say?
Ooh, depends on the year. Depends...
On the year?
Yeah.
1987 was a bad year. I was out every day.
Every time I had a kid, that year I would just shop like crazy because I wanted to, A, be away from the kid, and B, you know, things happen in your mind. You think if I maybe have this dress or that pair of jeans, I'll not feel like I'm humongous, which you are after you've had a baby, you know what I mean?
Can I just check? Have you seen this show before?
Yes.
It is not the Jeremy Kyle show.
No.
So when was the last time you put your shopping in the washing machine?
So I would say August 2019 would probably have been the last time, because after that I was away.
Do you remember what you hid in the washing machine then?
Yes, I do.
One of the kids.
You don't have to tell them. They just say, do you remember when? Just say, yeah.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Yeah.
But what was it?
Now you have to tell them.
It was an Isabel Marant dress, which was really outrageously priced.
What did your husband do when he finds out that you've been shopping? Why do you need to hide it in the first place?
Because, you know, there are times when you don't need to go out and spend that much money on a dress. And as an adult, you should know that.
What sort of a man is your husband? Because I'm picturing an ogre.
No, but I mean, this was a bit excessive, really.
But how would he express his displeasure?
Rob, keep it light.
What are you thinking? AJ, first of all, what do you think?
I think it's a fantastic hiding space. Therefore, I think she's telling the truth.
All right.
I live by myself, and I still hide clothes for myself.
You hide clothes from yourself?
Yeah.
How do you hide them from you? Because, I mean, in a sense, I hide clothes from myself in that I put them in a wardrobe.
Because of the guilt of spending so much money on them, you mean?
Yeah, because it is like, oh my gosh, like, you can't justify that expenditure to anybody, not even to yourself.
All right.
I'm like that with heroin.
All right, it's time to take a guess. David, what are you going to say?
Maybe she's lying, actually, because actually...
It's definitely a possibility.
You just put it in your wardrobe, wouldn't you?
I think you just put it in a place...
You just put it in your wardrobe.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be looking at
it's
the
a lie.
wardrobe.
You think it's a lie?
Lie.
It's a lie. I definitely think it's a lie.
Yeah. They're saying it's a lie. Sindhu, truth or lie?
It's a lie.
Once, after misreading a sign, it took me 2 hours to get out of a supermarket car park.
Lee's team.
Which supermarket?
It was Tesco, as it happens.
Sainsbury's, Waitrose.
Wow, you really were lost.
So talk us through what happened.
I actually got the van stuck in the entrance to the car park. Yeah.
So you weren't lost.
I wasn't lost. It was stuck.
Wedged. So you took the wrong turning and then you got it wedged into the ceiling.
Wasn't a wrong turning.
He said he misread a sign.
I misread a sign.
What did the sign say?
The sign said maximum height 6 foot.
Right.
And because the sign wasn't at 6 foot high, the sign was like 12 foot, and even though it said maximum height 6 foot, I just saw it and thought, oh, that must be the maximum height. And so I drove the van in, and it's just getting stuck and more stuck.
So you're wedged.
Wedged.
What happens?
So the first idea I had was to deflate the tyres. Didn't work.
But there's actually a Winnie the Pooh story about this. I know what Winnie the Pooh did, but I'm not sure it would work on a van.
How did you get yourself out of there?
So went into the supermarket.
Just bought loads of butter and
baked beans.
Baked beans.
No, you. I got them to get a forklift truck and bring out loads of crates of baked beans.
Yeah. And fart it out.
Put that in the back of the van. Got loads of the guys who work there as well to stand in the back of the van to weight it down and reversed it out.
This might end up on the theory test. How many baked beans does it take to reverse?
Here's a question. Did it have a ticket barrier?
No.
End of questions.
OK, what are you going to say, Lee? Is he telling the truth or is he lying?
Anna?
I think Martin was doing a very sophisticated bluff, so I'm going to say true.
I don't believe you.
You think it's a lie?
I think it's a lie.
All right, we'll go with that.
Lie.
Lee, truth and lie.
I'll say true.
You're going to say you think it's true?
I think it's true.
Martin, was it true or was it a lie?
It's true.
Yay!